What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? So today I want to do a video called Why Alpha Men Go with Hacks. So there are multiple points I want to cover in this video. So the first one is, okay, so why do alpha men go with hacks? First of all, the first point why that's the case is because it's the most honest thing out there, where you have a complete product. You have something that's complete with no promises. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty honest. That's pretty straightforward. Well, I mean, I see all these soy boy projects out there: XRP, Cardano, Hashgraph, EOS, and there are a ton of. Let's go. We can go to CoinMarketCap. No, let's go to CoinGecko and we can find more soy boy projects. So I mentioned a couple of ones here. I mean, we can even put in maybe even Ethereum in there. So I mentioned EOS, Cardano. You have a bunch of other projects: Tezos, Stellar, Tron, maybe Monero, Neo. Okay, so I came into this crypto industry January 2018. I heard all these promises, heard all these guys say all these stuff. We're gonna do all these things in 2018 and 2019. Almost nobody delivered. Narrative was another project. BBN was another project. Wellshare was another project. Scorum was another project. They said a bunch of things, they couldn't deliver it at all. So why do alpha men go now with Hex? Well, for me, it's pretty obvious. Because as I just said, it's the most honest product in crypto at the moment. Or I guess I shouldn't even say product. I mean, it's just a smart contract that's finished, complete, without any expectations. No hexer ever has any expectations. They see what the smart contract is designed to do. They can go and study the smart contract, but that's it. Okay, that's it. Like, it's a finished thing that has been audited and the code has been locked. And a lot of alpha men has studied this project for at least a year before they decided to go into it. I did that. I think I started around, before the contract started, I think I heard about it around 12 months before. And then I studied closely for days, weeks, months to see, is there any loophole in this? Is there anything I don't like about this? And I listened to hours and hours and days and weeks of video material to see if I can find any flaw with the Hex project that I do not like. I couldn't find a single thing I did not like. So it's like, okay, so why do alpha men like this project? As I said, it's finished, no expectations, no nonsense. No nonsense. No nonsense is a very, very big thing in this. Another big thing why alpha men pick Hex is because it's innovative. And if you go and study how other people are behaving when they hear about Hex, it's more about fear. It's more about fear and that they haven't tried to understand what it is. So why is Hex innovative? Why is a smart contract innovative? Because it prints trustless interest. This is one of these big things I think people oversee a lot. So when I realized about Steam that, wait a sec, now with crypto we can use like print money to people. Okay, that's kind of cool. So why don't we already do a system that just prints value and reward holding? And finally we have it with Hex. So if people end stakes early, they get punished. So stakers get those coins. And you have a share price always going up. So people that got in early and stayed for longer, they get rewarded the most. So it's like optimized game theory for people that have a more long-term vision. Seems pretty smart. And this was what I saw with like Steam. It's like, I mean, you can already see it with like these DPoS chain. It's just like overly complicated money printing systems in many ways. And then we have these. So these were like, they said it was like for blogging and so on, but most people are not bloggers. So you get this like weird kind of system where people that have the most coins are not really blog writers. It's just early developers. Well, I understand when you have a niche token for a specific niche, for example, video like DTube and library, I understand that niche can thrive more with their own token because they have their own rabid, like fanatic fan base of like people that really, really are passionate about doing content and video content, especially, and like cover that niche, especially. Steam and Hive would be way different if you had this super passionate group of blog writers, but that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing a bunch of nonsense, and we also see that comments on the internet usually never works that well. And a big part of Steam and Hive is comments, and it doesn't work on YouTube, barely works on Twitter. On most platform, even on most news media platform, they turn off comments because it just sucks. It doesn't work. uh, you can say it worked, like, oh, I can write this comment here and everyone can see it. But I mean, on a mainstream scale, nobody has like figured out a way to really get comments to work, so people really care a lot about it. I wouldn't say that there is any like mainstream website that has like figured out what to do with the comments. But it works in video and token niches because it's like you have this like, you have people with so much buy-in, video creators, they have so much buy-in, they love to make content. So for video in those niches, tokens kind of work. While Steam and Hive, it kind of has been a failed experiment with DPoS, and now they're like stuck in drama. So why do people, again, why do alpha men like Hex? Because it's so honest. And also, maybe you can say, it's like, maybe you can say that men, they don't like drama, right? I don't think like grown men like so much drama. They don't like so much nonsense. A lot of these other systems have too much nonsense that we don't really even need. We just need to figure out optimal game theory to print value to people that delay gratification. And how do you delay gratification? Lock up your coins for longer. So you can't take them out early, but you get bigger rewards. It's pretty smart. It's not overly complicating it like so many other systems are trying to do by either give promises, or they're saying they're going to do something, or they say they have competence while they actually don't really have competence. And other reasons why I think people like this hex stuff is because a lot of nonsense has been exposed now when we now have the hex stuff. A lot of people now can see through the lies of the 2017 ICO, the failed 2018 year. Nobody knows what goes on, and the failed all of the failed coins from 2018 and 2019 that never was able to do stuff. I think that Hex has opened a window where people can see that most of the stuff in this industry is just nonsense, and we should probably almost already be skeptical from the start, and then follow something very, very closely for a very, very long time and see, okay, what is going on here? Are they actually trying to do something new? We should try to use more logic, and we should try to see, is this actually innovative? And yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. So it's like, you already win as a hexer when you already know that there are no promises in this, and no expectations. It is a smart contract. Everything can go to zero in USD. It's like, and when you know that, and then when you can also see the performance at the same time from just like the Uniswap decentralized exchange, I mean, I gotta say, man, that's pretty interesting. And how it already can be top, now it's top 24 coin in 6 months. I gotta say, man, that's pretty interesting. It's kind of exposing all the other stuff, all the other nonsense. And it seems like it's kind of eating those up, because most of those other coins are kind of nonsense and they're not really doing anything exciting, and you can't print your own value. And like, I think a big part about being a man is like having independence And a smart contract that allows you to print your own value, trustless interest, seems pretty genius. Because it's like, if we can print value with just computers, why do we overcomplicate it with humans? Because the, let's say, the Federal Reserve, they probably don't even, also not overcomplicate it with like humans. They use print the value. So now we also can print the value. Kind of interesting, right, with technology. So that's what I want to talk a little bit about today. I mean, that's some of the reasons why I see why alpha men like hex more than all this other nonsense. Bitcoin just used by margin traders, all these other pump and dump coins, almost none of them perform great. Maybe they go up 2x, 3x, maybe 10x if you're lucky, but many of them don't even do a 10x. And it's like, yeah. So Hex did a 120x in like 5 months, and then it retraced 45% down to 66x. But even then, it's like it's still up 66x, which is pretty impressive, right? So fascinating project to follow, or fascinating smart contract to follow, I should say. And yeah, that's what I want to talk a little bit about today in this video. Have a great day, DTube.